Okay, perfect. So here are our three supplies or three materials that we need for this experiment. We have soap right there. We have the water, and we have the pepper. Well, something that looks kind of like pepper. Anything kind of looks like pepper is fine. Now, normally, see, this is very difficult to get out of your hands. I don't know if you guys can see it. See, actually, kind of hard to get out. And a lot of stuff. So here, see, it's kind of hard. So I'm gonna put this in the water. And I don't know if you can see this. I'm gonna put a little bit more. You can really see how bad this is. Okay. Yeah, you see? Wow. Yeah, so I'm gonna show you what soap does. See? This is why it's so important to put some soap. What? That's right. So you see what the soap does? All right, let's go back to the computer so we can talk about what just happened.
Awesome, so let's go ahead and talk about what just happened. It was a very simple experiment. All we needed was some pepper, use some soap or some dishwashing liquid, and a container of water. And we were able to pretend that the pepper was germs. And we were able to use that pepper, sprinkle into the water, into the bowl of water, and to see what would happen. Now we pretended that the bowl of water was germs or microbes or viruses. That you can see that when I first put my finger inside with just the pepper, nothing happened. The water stayed the same and all the germs got stuck to my finger. When I put my finger inside but with soap, what happens? All the germs just poof, they just washed away. They just poof, they didn't want anything to do that. So that's actually what happens. And that's because soap is a surfactant. So it helps you clean rather than just wet your hands. And so that's why it's a really simple reason why you need to use soap and friction to get rid of the bacteria on your hands. And it's really important to wash your hands every time you use the bathroom and before you eat, especially now too during these times. So that's why it's so important to wash your hands. Now let's go ahead and talk about a little bit about bacteria, and let's talk about especially about viruses. All right, let's go ahead and talk about viruses. They're super tiny. If you were to get a single drop of seawater, you can at least fit 10 million of them inside of that no drop of seawater. And a lot of types of viruses, they're beneficial to the planet's ecosystem. And an insanely tiny percentage affect humans at all. And they're really simple. Viruses are basically a shell with some DNA inside. And they just want to spread and duplicate. That's their only goal. But they're so simple that they need a host to do that. So they reproduce by infecting their host cells and then trick them to become factories and just make more exact copies of the virus. When you get sick and then cough or sneeze or wipe your nose and then touch the surface, you're putting copies of that virus out to find other things, post, and then just repeat. That's how the process works. So this is what we can do to kind of stop that with this virus. First off, we can wash our hands. We can make sure that we're giving it a social distance, or how we're saying it now, to kind of low down or kind of slow down what the virus is doing, what the virus is doing to people. You can make sure you listen to what the government and what the news are saying to make sure you're doing what you're doing is safe. And you can keep learning more about what you need to do either through any online resources, or you can open up your textbook and be able to learn more through there. All right, everyone, I'm just going to leave you with that, and we're going to check out. Bye.